Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of Java with Jim. My name is Jim Meyer, broker associate at Remax Gold. Now you have a friend in the real estate business. I'm here with my good buddy Chong the Wok Star. Now you have a friend in the publicity business. We got John here in the house. John, before we ask John some questions, I just want to see. Hey, Jim. Good morning. Thank you for stopping by.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, you know what? I think I know, John, you're wondering as well. You have a question for Jim as well, don't you?
I think I want to know what's in your cup of coffee, man.
Well, my coffee is victorious. It has a clear path to victory, just like Nikki Haley. So we better ask Jim. Jim, what are you drinking this morning?
Gee, thank you. I feel so honored. I am drinking dark roast, just like yesterday, over here at Panera Bread. And if they want to sponsor us, just contact one of the gyms.
When I'm feeling down, I can't win. Pour a strong cup of coffee and I tune in. I'm waking on up to Java with Jim. I know my best day can begin. Yeah.
John, you are in Illinois and you are doing really, really well. You're very successful in the world of real estate. What did you learn in your first year of real estate?
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you a quick story, if I can, about my first real estate deal. So I started under a top producer. She was giving me some leads, but I said, how do I get more business? She said, sign up with Zillow. How many people have done that before? Back then, Zillow was like $50 for a zip code. So I was like, all right, I could put this. I signed up with Zillow. My first lead called me, said, hey, I'm looking to see this house. Is it still available? So I shoot right on the MLS. This is right after they got rid of the books and went to the internet. And they said, I was like, oh, it's available. Let's go check it out. So we went and looked at it. I had no idea how to do a showing. It was my first showing ever. So I got there early so I could figure out how to open the lockbox. A little too early because I was sitting in the house for like 15 minutes before he showed up, but I wasn't sure what to expect. Client gets there, kind of a guy, he's looking for a house that he could do like a little fixer-up project with. He popped in, he starts looking around. I'm just standing in the kitchen. I've got the listing sheet with me in case he had any questions, and I don't want to look stupid, but I didn't know what to do. I let him walk around. He goes into the basement, comes back upstairs. He's like, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be based on the pictures. He's like, do you think they would take a full price offer? I don't know. I said, let's go write an offer. So we go back to the office. He follows me back there, go into our little office room. I print out a contract because back then we didn't have you print out the contract. And I clack the papers on the desk. I set it down and I said, just for your convenience, Mr. Buyer, I'm going to read through the contract with you and make sure you understand it. I had never filled out a contract before. So really, I was trying to learn it as I was going. I filled in the blanks,
Great.
submitted the offer, and it got accepted. And he was a cash buyer. He closed in like 2 weeks, waived his inspection because he was a handyman, felt like he knew everything. So my first transaction came from the first lead I generated, the first house I showed, and the first offer I wrote. So what I learned was real estate is not that easy. Right? It was a terrible way to start my career because it gave me the wrong expectation for the rest of my career.
But it gave you that certain high that you were able to go stay on for a little while. Am I right?
Oh, it was fantastic. I loved it. I'm a huge fan of failing forward. I really like to just screw things up a lot. So then that way I can figure out what doesn't work as fast as possible.
Well,
Yeah. Now, I have a quick question. Just really quickly, what were you doing before you got your real estate license?
Yeah, great question. So I was a factory worker right out of high school. Instead of going to college, I figured I could go to work, start making money right away. Only did that for a few years though, and then tried to go back to school for a little bit. I wasn't the greatest school. Like me and school were kind of like oil and water. So kind of struggled through that and eventually kind of stumbled into real estate and the rest is history.
That is wonderful. Well, you know what? If you like to hang around with people who failed a lot, you came to the right place. So that is wonderful. I'm glad we
That's
met.
funny.
John, will you come back tomorrow for another exciting episode?
Dude, I gotta hang out with you guys more, man. I can't get enough.
Hey, that's what they all say. That's what both of our viewers say too. Thank you, John.